Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Trisha from Smith's Crafty Creations, and I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK, covering UK, France, Germany, Netherlands, and UK, yes. Anyway, I thought I'd come on. I want to try and do white embossing onto, well, not try, I want to try it with a different stamp set. Today I'm going to white emboss onto some of our beautiful New Horizons Designer Series paper, okay? So I have this little bit cut out here. Okay, so I've just stuck that down with a little bit sticky tape to my stamp apparatus. Okay, so we're going to apply some Versamark. This Butterfly Brilliance set is just beautiful, and it will be in next year's annual catalogue. Okay, so all I'm going to do is really add the glue on there. Hang on, I need a bit of scrap paper as well. Right, ready for my embossing, you see. So just going to add all that on there, like so. Right, so I'm going to push down firmly. Make sure that that embossing ink transfers over. Okay, we are then going to lift this off very carefully. Put that there. Okay, what I need is, I was wanting to do it in black actually, just to see a better effect, see if it looks any nicer. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to get my tweezers. Where's my tweezers? Right, I'll take that back. I'm going to get my hands and just do this. Oopsie. So you can see clearly where the glue is, where we need to add some more. Okay, so just be very careful. Make sure you're getting it on all of the right bits. So I'm going to pop that down a second to put the powder back in here, like so. Now, I didn't bother Emboss Buddy in this because I'm not going for a crystal clear kind of look. I just want it nice and just nice and embossed, really. Right, so I'm just going to do this a few times. Okay, because I want it nice and dark. Okay, so give it a wee nudge. Okay, don't make a mess like I have. Get rid of that. Right, we're going to pop that in there. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my heat gun out, and we're going to heat this, and then we're going to build the card. So I also want to stamp and emboss Happy Birthday on here. So if I bring this back, okay, what I'm going to do is I am going to Emboss Buddy to remove any static, this little section, because I don't want any fingerprints or anything like that on it. Okay, so just do that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's my stamp. So I need a little block. I hope everybody's well. Now, this is a stamp out of the Peaceful Moments. So 9 times out of 10, the products that I'm going to be showing on my channel are ones that are going to be in the next annual catalogue that's launching on the 3rd of May. So yes, right. So black out again. Now, I could have used clear with this, okay, and stamped it in black ink, but I am just going to use the black embossed powder with the Versamark because I've got it out. Right, okay, so put that to the side. Now, I never ever get embossing absolutely perfect. That is a kind of skill in itself, and it just depends. But it's going to look pretty, I know that much. Right, so I'm just going to heat up my heat gun my heat tool rather. Okay, and I want it nice and hot, and then we're going to pick these up and watch the magic happen. Right, so just talk amongst yourselves for a little minute. Fab. Right. Let's do the happy birthday. Now, watch you don't burn your fingers. You can use tweezers or little holders or what have you. Love it. Just going to pick it up on the other side. I really do like that. Now, let me make sure you can see that in shot. So it almost looks wet. Now for this one I'm going to do just on the mat here, because I will end up banging my fingers, burning my fingers. So let's start at the bottom. Okay, so we're heating up these gorgeous butterfly images. Love it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick it up now at this bit, and I want to kind of put it at a slant so that I know that I'm definitely melting and heating up that lovely black embossed powder. Now this does stamp kind of like vintagey looking, this butterfly stamp. So it's quite interesting to see how the embossing takes to it. It's quite pretty. All you need to do is be patient though. Wow, look at that magic happen right before our eyes. You don't want to have the heat on there too long, or it does kind of burn it. Such a big area, but it's so worth the wait. Okay, and it will bevel the paper ever so slightly, the card, so I just like to give it sometimes a little heat from the back to kind of try and get its original colour back. Perfect. Yay! Very pretty. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? Sorry, I've got the dogs in the car. Roxy, stop doing that. My dog is scratching her little lug. Right, now, what am I going to put this on? I had a card blank all laid out. Here we go. Right, I am going to layer this on a piece of black. Now, you can kind of wobble it round like so. Now, the dogs are going to bark because that's my son coming in, so I will apologise now for the noise, and I will mute it if I have to. I'm just doing a video, darling. Right, so let me get my glue. Right, let's get this bad boy stuck down. There's some nice Tombow glue there. I think that's really pretty. Okay, now it's 1/4 of an inch difference in the height and width of these two layers. Okay, let me get rid of all that little powder. Okay, what I have is I'm doing it on craft card. This isn't Stampin' Up, it's just something I had in my stash. I wanted it to kind of coordinate with this little mini album that I've done, so I'm putting it on this cardstock. Okay, so let's stick it down. It's going to be nice and clean and simple, because you don't want it to take away from the beautiful embossed look. And my dogs didn't even bark. Very good. All I would say is make sure your embossing is actually dry. Oh, I've got my glue pouring out there. Right, so that's just an A4 sheet cut in half. Okay, so I'm just going to pop a couple of little white layers, inserts in. so that we could write on them. That one's a little bit squint. That's just an 1/8 of an inch difference in the increment for that one. This glue is about finished, so I'm kind of glad the last of it's pouring out, shall we say. If you wanted, you could do 2 layers on the inside as well. Maybe layer it with a bit black. Okay. But what I wanted to do was I have made a little envelope on my envelope punch board. This is going to hold a gift card. So basically I'm going to pop that in the inside of my card, put a wee sentiment there. Right, so it's a birthday card. The sentiment I want to put in the inside, I'm not going to heat emboss that. I am going to put, wishing you every happiness this special day will bring. Okay, like so. Now I need a block and I need my black ink. You could add a pop of colour if you want, but I'm just going to keep it nice and simple. Okay, so just kind of line that up. Give it a couple of seconds to transfer to your card. Lovely. Lovely. Okay, this I am simply going to glue this on. Right, let me get rid of all this excess yucky stuff. Come on. See, that's the last of it coming out, so that's fine. I will open a new one soon. So we're just going to put that centre here. You could, again, you could layer it on a piece of black to make it look even more prettier, even more pretty, shall I say. And that's going on squint. Don't know what's wrong with my eyes today. Okay, so you would do that. You could even put a bit ribbon at the back and just tie it. It would make it a bit bulky though. Right, so what we're going to do is we're simply going to put this on with some dimensionals. Now, I do have black twine, so I might pop a bit of that on. So this is the Baker's Twine Essential Pack. There's all different kind of staple basic colours, like black, white, cream and greyish. Or is it crumb cake? Just nice neutral colours. Right, let me cut a piece of that. Alternatively, if you've no black and you do have white, you can colour it with your alcohol markers. Just be careful because you'll get awfully messy. Right, now I want to use some of my Stampin' Seal. Okay, so I'm just going to pop a wee bit there. Now I know I'm going over a gorgeous butterfly, but we can't have them all on show if we want a sentiment on the front. Okay, so all I'm going to do is stick that down like so. This is going to go on the top, and it's just going to poke out basically. It's not overly obvious or anything like that. I am going to put my dimensionals directly onto there so that I know where to put my sentiment down. I'm so happy today. I got a phone call back from the Occupational Health at the council, the social work service, and they are going to reassess me for some aids for at home to help me work at home and to live a little bit more independently. You know how I rely on my husband and my kids for a lot of stuff to prevent the fatigue. So I'm quite excited about that. Right, now, let's see. These classic matte dots are just gorgeous, okay? So I am going to use, let me see now. I'm going to use some, should I use some white? Yes, I think I'll use white for a little change. Just to give it a little bit pop. Right, come on, off you come. So I'm just going to pop one there. Lift one up, pop this one here, like so, and I'll get a bigger one for, where should I put this one? I think I'll just pop it there like that. That is beautiful. I do like it, I like it. Not my style normally, but you know what? You've just got to try try different things because it always turns out pretty anyway, because the products are so fab and they coordinate well. So there we go. There is the black embossed Butterfly Brilliance stamp. Now all I do to clean that is I get my Simply Chamois. I'll give it a little wipe. I do know that there's some people who have, why is there a hard bit in there? Some people who have two of these sets, and they've cut up the first set and kept the second one as a whole stamp. If you only have one, I wouldn't recommend cutting it up. There is dies that goes with this as well, which I can show you, and it cuts out the full shebang as well as individual butterflies. So it's a really good one to invest in. Look at that. And you've got some extra little bitties there as well. So that's one big die, and then you've got the little elements too. So in this there's a total of 12 dies. Absolutely amazing. And it's really heavy because I've got the 2 sheets of magnetic sheets in there. So that's a really good one. Right, so you can see I just had a little sticky bit of tape there. I'm going to put my speciality mat back in. Magnets are on the back. It's fine, just make sure it's all there. And I have just noticed that a bit of my bee has disappeared. So what I'm going to do is, I mustn't have heat set that. So what I'm going to do is I am simply going to just write that on. Or if you want, you can redo it and stick something over the top again. But for today, I think that's okay. So on the inside it says, wishing you every happiness this special day will bring. Then we've got this for a little money stash or a gift card or what have you. And yeah, so I think that's really beautiful. I would recommend that if you've got your stamps, get them out, get playing with them, especially these gorgeous sentiment ones. I'm actually going to do some batch embossing. I'm going to be doing it in in the Craft of Real Friends group that I'm helping with, just to share inspiration really. So I'm going to do some how to emboss projects with them. So yeah, that's really good. Thank you for watching today. Do give it a wee try. Go out your comfort zone, and I'd like to thank you for watching. See you later.